When George first told me that I was going to be the best man, it was an incredible feeling because someone that I've grown up for many years, and to be able to have a best friend to say I do and move on to the next level. I'm just so proud for a friend to move to that level, and to be up here and to witness this beautiful day for them too is unbelievable. Like, it was just bothered me. I wrote out a speech, and oh yeah, I'm supposed to read through a speech, but I was writing out a speech since like beginning of the week, because my heart was like, "Listen, George, you're the best man." I'm like, okay. Well, I got to come up with a good speech because I have a lot of memories with this guy. A lot of memories that nobody knows too much about. Well, as most people know, we grew up in Simpson, and we both come from the same place. And in Simpson, growing up, basketball is one of the main sports in Simpson, and we always competed playing basketball. And most of the time he'd win because he was older, but I knew I'd get better because I was playing, good players, and eventually I would get as good as they were. And he knows I got better. You could just look at his face. You can just tell by that laugh. He just knows. But I mean, growing up in Simpson, I experienced a few things with him because, one of the first cars I could recall ever making it to Simpson, I think it was pretty close to a Corvette or maybe an SUV. I think it was Eleanor, was it? Was it Eleanor? Well, if anyone that was in Simpson at that time knew his vehicle, it was pretty juicy. And that was the first car I ever drove in my life, so that was one experience with George, was driving a vehicle in Port Simpson, which was pretty fun. And then, having to leave Simpson because you have to, go to high school. It only goes to grade 10 there. When I moved from Simpson to go to Rupert, who is in PRSS in grade 12? George Kelly's in PRSS grade 12. And I'm a rookie coming into town. Here's a veteran. Combine the two, put it up in there. I was pretty shy coming into Prince Rupert. Moving from a small place to a big city, people everywhere. And he showed me a lot of things. He showed me through the school. He told me this was going to happen, there's basketball to play, there's going to be girls you're going to flirt with, things like that. But I was pretty shy, and then when it came to the party life and stuff like that, he's the one who introduced me. Oregon, blame him. He's the one who introduced me. And then everything carried on from there, and just, that's how it goes when you're young and getting a little bit older, and everybody introduced you to that. But not only that, I could recall going back to the days when we were all in Rupert here and having a very good time. And George was he was always really good, but there was always little speed bumps he had. There's little things that I was just like, if I did that, in trouble. And one of the examples, I'm pretty sure nobody knows about this, but maybe some do, but this is where he's going to go red. George knows my phone number better than anybody's. And there were a couple of times where he's like, "Brandon, can I stay at your house tonight?" Why? Oh, you have your own place? And he told me why, and I was like, "George, you can't do this." I'm just trying to be truthful, because that's what you do. I'm just trying to be truthful. And I was like, "Yeah, well, I got a futon. It's fine." I asked the wife. She's like, "Yeah, you need a ride? I'll pick you up too." We'll pick him up. He could stay over. It happened again. I have to ask the wife, is it okay? Is this going to happen again, George? I'm truthfully I got to ask the boss. It's getting tougher and tougher. And shooting time like that is just a big deal. But after the second time, I heard there was a third time, and this is where it tops it off, because not only the first two were just similar, but the third one was different because I heard the story of how it happened. And I'd like to share that story with you. Oh, you're still back there? Well, Carlene told me, and you'll know, you see the smile, like, well, she's like, you won't, believe what happened. George called a cab, and he timed it. And he said he was taking the garbage out. So when the cab pulled in, and he knew it was there, pro, and then he took the garbage out, said he was going to take the garbage in, and it was timed so perfectly, I bet you he's just like this. And guess who looks out the door? Carlene. Get your ass back in here. What are you doing? Unbelievable. It's like, George, man, oh man. Unbelievable. What can I say? And that's just a couple of things that I could recall, having George